Hey everybody, Knick-Knack here to make another video. Maybe one of my last videos for a while, because as many of you know, I have school and that's resulting in me being a little lazy when it comes to YouTube. But maybe if I have the time, I'll talk about that in another video. But getting on to the topic at hand, this video is going to be a late as fuck response to Mr. spritesNbytes. In a video he made about a week ago, Mr. spritesNbytes asked the community to name your favorite genre or a genre you like and recommend 5 games for that genre that seem to be overlooked. So with the little time I had, I decided to make this response. As for genre, anybody who knows me knows what I'm already gonna pick, but for those who don't know, watch the rest of the video to see. Now as I always say, enough of me babbling, let me show you guys my 5 recommendations. Now the first overlooked fighter I want to talk about is Last Bronx. Made by Sega AM3, the creators of Crazy Taxi and the Star Wars arcade trilogy, Last Bronx is one of those weapon-based fighters in which you play as one of 8 gang leaders and fight your way through other gang leaders in an alternate crime-ridden version of Tokyo. Now when it comes to gameplay, just think of it being like Virtua Fighter, but instead of punches, you get whacks from your weapon. That's all I can really say about it. Content-wise, the game has its basics from an arcade mode to time attack to survival mode and so forth. Now getting into why I think it's overlooked, I think the main factor stemming from it is that there were other Sega produced fighters like Virtua Fighter 2, and the popularity of it and games like it must have made Last Bronx overshadowed, which just plain sucks, because in my opinion, Last Bronx definitely would be in the same group as Virtua Fighter and Fighting Vipers. Heck, I personally like it even more than those fighters I mentioned. So yeah, Last Bronx. If you want to find Sega Saturn's answer to PS1 Soul Blade, this game would be the perfect choice. The next overlooked fighter I will recommend is Def Jam Fight for New York. This game is the sequel to one of my favorite wrestling games, Def Jam Vendetta. Now while Vendetta was a wrestling game, Fight for New York is a fighting game that combines the gameplay of Vendetta with underground street fighting. Just like its predecessor, the thing that makes this game very well known was its character roster, consisting of various celebrities. In this game, not only did players get to play as well-known rappers such as Flavor Flav and Ludacris, but they also got a chance to fight as well-known actors Danny Trejo and Omar Epps, and even punk rock icon Henry Rollins. But if you're not into these celebrities nor the game's original characters, you can always create your own fighter and go through the game's story mode, which is well done for a fighting game. With features like these and more, Def Jam Fight for New York is a title that's worth trying out. Unfortunately, I think most people skipped it mainly due to being based on rap. If you're one of those people, I personally think it shouldn't deter you from trying this game. Besides, you could just mute the TV certain times music is playing. Recommended and overlooked fighter number 3 will have to be SNK Gals Fighters. This title is a Neo Geo Pocket game and is SNK's other crossover fighter apart from Match of the Millennium. As shown from its title, Gals Fighters is a fighting game in which the roster is composed of nothing but the most well-known female characters in SNK, ranging from Mai, Athena, and Leona from the King of Fighters to Nakaruru from Samurai Showdown. Breaking down the gameplay from what I've played, it plays like the rest of the Neo Geo Pocket Fighters, and to me that's a good thing. For those who have no knowledge of what it's like, just think of the gameplay from the early King of Fighters games but in a slower 8-bit form. Now the reason on why I put this game on the list is because I think this title was completely overshadowed by SNK vs Capcom Match of the Millennium. In fact, I think the same went for every other Neo Geo Pocket Fighter. The reason, however, on why I chose this one, because in a world in which most fighting games consist of an all-male roster, or rosters with few female characters, this game is one of the few that has an all-female cast. Also, I really enjoyed who the final boss was. Just look who it is. Haha! So SNK Gals' Fighters, a fun handheld fighter that's worth giving a try, if you have a pocket, or want to emulate it. My number 4 overlooked fighting game is One Piece Grand Battle. This title here is based off the very popular anime and manga One Piece. Now I know some people aren't really into anime or manga, and they haven't checked the series out, but don't let your uninterest in the One Piece universe deter you from trying this game out, because out of all the anime fighting games that I've seen and played so far, One Piece Grand Battle is one of the better ones out there. Now for those that haven't tried this game out yet, or have seen it yet, this game plays exactly like Power Stone, which is the biggest reason on why you should check it out. Heck, in my opinion, its gameplay is on the same caliber as Power Stone. That just shows how much I really enjoyed this game. Other than the fun gameplay, the game has its fair share of content as well, such as a decent character roster, an offline tournament mode, mini-games, and in-game dialogue just like SBC Chaos, which I really thought was awesome in the sense that I love seeing how certain characters interact with each other. In conclusion, if you're a fan of One Piece or Power Stone, check this game out because I've had some good memories with it. And lastly, the final overlooked fighting game I recommend to people is the Sega Saturn and Gamecom exclusive Fighters Megamix. Now out of all the fighting games I've played with wacky rosters, this game would top the list as the craziest, which in my eyes is a great game. Now for those who don't know about this game, Fighters Megamix is a crossover fighting game between Virtua Fighter 2, Fighting Vipers, and a couple of other Sega AM2 games. But the beginning characters of both fighting game series mentioned aren't the ones that make the roster wacky. The ones that make it crazy are the secret characters you're able to unlock after going through arcade mode for a bit. The characters you're able to unlock are from all sorts of games, such as Virtua Fighter Kids, Sonic the Fighters, Virtua Cop, and believe it or not, Daytona USA. I mean, look at it, a Daytona USA car for a fighter. Instant win! Now getting into gameplay, this game seems to be a common animation or sprite dump, because except for non-fighting game characters, all the characters tend to feel as if they were just plucked out from their respective games and dropped into this title, which isn't really lazy or bad at all. In other words, the gameplay is nice because it's Virtua Fire or Fighting Vipers gameplay. Now getting on to the main point of this vid, which is why I find it overlooked, I think Fighters Megamix is an overlooked fighting game because it's on the Saturn. Although I didn't say this earlier, in my opinion, if there's a fighting game that's exclusive on the Sega consoles, I expect it to be overlooked. But yeah, as far as Megamix, that's all I can really say because talking about it has gone long enough. So that was my video response to Mr. spritesNbytes. For those who are interested in this topic and want to respond, check the links in the info bar for the original video, as well as the channel for the man behind the idea. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching, take it easy, and until next video, which might be for a long while,